Hello. Alright, so as a part of our Pyrocast series, I want to look at the vanilla apparel for Pyrokess body. This is by Pyrock 14, just like the Pyrokess body is by Pyrock 14. Now they created this, made this replacer, and they did this, basically, if I understand them correctly, they did this in basically 3 ways, and you can see it here in one of their pictures. They were nice enough to show it here. So, like, you have like these 3 settings that they used for their clothing and armor replacer. Basically, something that it's kind of bare, it has nothing to it that does any support. There's a thing that has support, and then there's something that's just armor, and it's just got everything compressed in there. Okay, so I'm just going to go with that way. I'm just going to be very simple. Anyway, so these are all it's just a replacer. It's just a refit replacer with vanilla clothing and armor. Okay, so it's nothing more than that. So I'm going to go in and we're going to make up all the clothing and armor and that I can get my hands on, and then we'll have Penny show it to us and you can take a look at it. It's just going to be refit to this body. Let me look. I don't think it does TBBP. Not that I can tell. You know what? We will double check when we're in the game, but I don't think so. I don't think it does. Alright. So again, vanilla apparel for the Pyrokess body, about 168 megabytes, and by Pyrock 14, okay? And it's made for that Pyrokess body. So let me get in the game and we'll show this to you.
Illogical.
Alright, so here we are on Penny. We've made up a bunch of stuff, and this is the Aussie armor. And you can see that on her. Now I'm going to whip through these. We've seen these armor replacers a lot before, so I don't want to make it sound like this is something we've never seen before. Basically, you can see the changes and the way the cloth is, the way everything's made. I don't think it's a big surprise or anything that's unexpected. And I don't think any of this is BBP at all, so don't think you have to worry about that. If anything, it warps a little funny when you're wearing it. We can go back to the robes for a moment. Yeah, it moves, but not like, I don't think it's BBP. I think it's, instead of that, I think it's just kind of the cloth moving, so, which I think is normal, so I don't see any problem with that. Alright, so let's continue. Alright, so the banded iron armor looks pretty much like that. Now on some of these you'll find that the top is smaller, and then on others you'll find that the top is free to roam and a little larger. So just depends, you know, what you're looking for, what you'll like. We got the bear armor. It takes a second for everything to change. I think this setup overall is a little slow, but I am still using all the Pyrokess mods at this point. I won't let them go until after we get done with this. And here's the robes. And the apron. And they said they had basically made the apron into a uniboob so that it really wasn't so weird looking. I don't know. It's still the blacksmith apron no matter what you do. So nothing wrong with that. That's fine. So the blades armor looks nice. Looks good. It's not overly exaggerated or anything, which is good. I get the feeling that's what some people, you know, are getting tired of. They don't like to see the overly exaggerated stuff. And then the rest of, you know, people, I was going to say the rest of us, because I'm pretty bad. We don't mind seeing some of the exaggerated stuff. It just depends, you know. I mean, sometimes I can see totally ridiculous stuff, and it's fine. So, but this is the bone mold. I didn't go through and do all the bone molds, because there's all these different ones, but they're really very much the same. They're not that much different. Let's see. So, let's do the chef's tunic. Again, very much like the barmaid outfit. Here we have the chitin armor, and I did like a little set for that since that was possible. I've never understood the idea of this. It doesn't look good to me, but it depends on what you like. It doesn't really matter if I like everything or not. So this is the heavy chitin. You can tell it because of the big shoulder wings. I don't know what else to call that. Some college boots and robes. And you can see here the shape that has. Here we have the cultist boots and gloves and robes. Again, the same shape, And the Dark Brotherhood, same idea. It's going to be the same basic shape. This outfit is probably one of the worst in the whole game. It doesn't matter, vanilla. I've seen people try to do things with it. For the most part, it's just horrible. And this, on the other hand, is actually usually one of the best. It looks pretty good. I like the red and black together. That's probably the main thing, is I probably like the color combination really good. So there's the Daedric. Now, it's funny that they're so compressed at the top, but on the lower portion, no compression at all there. Not that it matters, it's just funny, like I said. Now, I only did one of these heavy and light, so we could just see them. I don't think we need to see a bunch of them. If you see one, the others are just slight color variations. That looks good, though. And even between the light and the heavy, there's not that much difference. But there is some. And that looks good. Now, I'm not sure, but these look like they've been retextured a little bit. Do you see that? But not completely, just partially. So I'm not sure what's going on with that. We will check. I don't think I have any other mods affecting these items, but we will definitely look at these in case I have something else that's doing that retexture. But I don't think I do. I think I've stayed really with this. I think that may have just been an accident. And then there's the Dwarven. So the Dwarven actually it's changed a little bit. Okay, I was going to say maybe it hasn't been changed at all. Now the ebony, I think there's a difference here in my pictures, but not, see that on the screen? But here, there's no difference. Well, yeah, there is some slight difference. So I think something's going on there. I would look at my mods and make sure that I don't have something messing with this, but I don't think I do. I think it's just this replacer. Has a few variations there in ebony and dragon. But you'll notice here on the elven, we're doing good. Everything looks normal. Can even do the light armor real quick for you. Not much difference. I don't know if I did the ebony mail. I guess I forgot. So sorry about that. Here is the embellished robes, though. And we got some fur armor. And shoes, and I tell you what, we'll put gloves on for a minute. How's that? So not bad. Have a different fur armor here. Oh, the fur-trimmed cloak. You know how it is. You must see the fur-trimmed cloak. Okay, we got the glass armor and boots and gauntlets. That looks fine, looks good. I think I had one of the other girls wearing that. Alright, so just for fun, I thought we would try the Greybeard's robes. Ta-da! And they did change them, you can see that there. Actually, the top is kind of bigger than normal, so. Then we have the hide, and the hide, I think we've been using the shield, but not really much else. But there you go. And this is the basic Imperial armor with the boots and bracers. I'm not doing all the helmets and stuff because there's no need. There's no real change for that stuff. And these aren't drastically different. I don't think you're going to see anything surprising. If we find anything surprising, I'll let you know. I mean, like the dragon plate and the ebony was a little weird, and I think this is the only replacer I have, so I think it's coming from this mod. But we'll double check that and make sure. I hate to tell you wrong by accident. Yep, there's the iron armor. We saw the bandit earlier. Now here's the jester's clothes and gloves. Alright, let's skip her normal outfit. Let's go to the mantled college robes. And you can see there how that is. Again, bigger up top. Almost, not quite, but almost an angle chest type of look. Almost. Depends on what you like. That, of course, is the Mirak? That's the Mirak look. And here's Mourner's clothes. I just threw that in there since we could make it. But it's just a dress. It's not that unusual or surprising for you to see that. Now here's the Nightingale. Now this one looks like it was definitely toned down up top. We have the noble clothes. Alright, we got Nocturnal's robes here. Pretty good size up top and bottom. So those look pretty good. And I imagine, let's just... Yeah, there's no TVVP. If it was going to show up, it would show up here for sure. So, that's okay though. It's just something to be aware of, to know. Not a big deal. So here we go, the Nordic. This should be nice. Looks pretty good. Definitely compressed at the top, you can tell. But actually just not bad. So we have Orcish, and more Orcish. Nice. And we have the Sijic. Alright, this is the refined Tunic. And that looks like that was shrunk down some compared to the others. But that's okay. This is the Savior's Hide. It's kind of in an odd place due to the alphabet, of course. But not bad. It looks like it was contained some up top too. And the Scaled. Yep, okay, so there we have that. Then we have the skull, and that is a big coat with a lot of stuff. So I don't even know. It's just the way it is. So we do the stall rim heavy. Okay, I'm not sure that has been changed very much, but okay. Sometimes it's hard for me to tell. I mean, the top did not look very big, so I'm not sure if these are... Well, sometimes I'm not sure if those are even affected. I'll just say it that way. But I think they have been just like this. It's mainly the booty on these. So that's the steel plate. That looks good. And this is the storm cloaks, which basically kind of shows you too what your guards will look like in general, you know, since they all look kind of like the storm cloaks with different colors, you know, just to give you an idea. And this is the studded armor, which looks a lot like the other armor we looked at earlier, the scaled. It looks very similar to me. Here's the tavern clothes. So that's fine. Thalmor Robes. The Thalmor Robes. There you go. Come on. Okay. Alright, so we got the temple priest stuff here. That doesn't look bad. That outfit always looks kind of big, no matter what size your person is. This is the Thalmor Robes. You can definitely see some booty in the back there. We got the Thief, brown armor. I did not do all the variations because they're all going to be very similar. And it's not going to make that much difference. There you go. And then I did the same in the vampire. Most of them are the same, so I only did 2 variations. So there's this. This is the normal, you know, like your average run-of-the-mill vampire. And then we have the royal vampire. Alright, so let's see. Oh, so we have the wedding dress and the little sandals. Not that it really makes that much difference, but there's the wedding dress, which she definitely looks big in the wedding dress. Wow, okay. And then we have the wolf armor. And this is going to be the end. The wolf armor. And she's pretty much contained, and I mean even the booty part is a little more contained. So there you go. That's it. That's everything, pardon me, that I made for this show. So I think that's enough to give you an idea of what you're looking at as far as a replacer goes. Let me take us to the mod again.
Affirmative.
Alright, so this has been the vanilla apparel for Pyrokess body. It's about 168 megabytes, presented by Pyrock 14. It's actually their creation to go with their Pyrokess body. You know, objectively it all works and seems fine. And objectively, the three mods I'm using together, the texture and the body and this they do work. There is that one issue that I've mentioned, you know, where you have that slowdown. I don't think it has anything to do with the armor, though. You'll notice we were able to change armor with no issues and clothes. So I don't think there's any problem with that, but I could be wrong. Nonetheless, this seems like a good replacer. Objectively, it fits the body and works, I think, the way they intended. So, you know, as long as you're happy with the way your person looks and the way this fits, then there's nothing wrong with it. It's fine. So, this is going to be a subjective choice. It's going to be something you'll either like or not, and you'll either try it or not, and that's fine. Okay? Alright. So, you know, subjectively, I'm not sure it's totally my thing. But I don't find it to be bad. I've been using it here for weeks now, so it's not anything awful or nothing bad. It's a good group of mods, but I'm just not sure it's really my taste or what I want, I guess. So, so what? Doesn't matter, right? All right. So the main thing is, if you like it, just try it in your game. If you don't, then don't. Okay. All right. So vanilla apparel for Pyrokess body. 168 megabytes from Pyrock 14, and yeah, that's all there is to it. I want to thank you for watching. Hope you have a wonderful day, and I will catch you later.
Stop! You violated the law!